An arena for heroes. A battle for greatness. For football's ultimate club crown. The passion. The drama. The spirit. Moments that will be forged in time, forever. The world is watching. FIFA Club World Cup.
It's a beautiful Friday afternoon from the studios of Honor 103.5 FM. And welcome to the Friday edition of Sport Today, the biggest in Southwest Nigeria. Here we give you the latest and the biggest coming from the world of sport. Trust me, we are building up to the FIFA Club World Cup that will be going down later this weekend. Of course, it's going to be a very interesting one. First time in history, gathering several clubs from all the continent. It's going to be a bigger showdown in USA later this weekend. We'll talk about that on the show this afternoon. We'll take a dive into the world of transfer and, of course, update you the latest coming from the world of transfer this afternoon. The player moving from one club to another. Of course, these are many more shows that will be coming your way this lovely super Friday afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Ayomikun Adeniyi. You can simply call me Purity. Guess what? I'm not alone in the studio. I got Samuel Akin today with me. And of course, I got Damola in the studio. Together, we'll be on the ride this afternoon. Good afternoon to you, City Boy.
Good afternoon to you, Ayomiko. Good afternoon to you, Damola. Good afternoon to our esteemed listener, sport fans all around the world listening to the sound of my voice right now. I say good afternoon to you. Happy Friday. Of course, weekend is upon us, and this is the Friday edition, the very last edition of the program Sport Today on Honor 103.5 for the week. And just like you mentioned in your intro, we are building up for the biggest showdown. Of course, the FIFA Club World Cup, the first edition, so to say, because this is a tournament and it's going to last for 1 month. So this is the maiden edition of FIFA Club World Cup tournament. This that we comprise, I think, 34 teams. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how it goes down in the United States of America this weekend. The official the opening ceremony and the kickoff. The first game will take place between Al-Ahly and Inter Miami. We are building up to that, and of course, there have been so many reactions, and there have been so many talking points about that tournament, and well, we just have to to come here and talk about what really concerns us. Although FIFA are still struggling to sell tickets, about people watching the games and all of that, but there are so many interesting stories around FIFA Club World Cup, and the transfer news as well is in the news, and it's always very, very interesting to see some players moving from one club to another, gearing up for the season, the next season that we kickstart in August. Of course, summer transfer window is always very, very busy, and it's very, very interesting. So we are here to make sense of all these stories and to also drop our 2 cents about what is trending in the world of sports.
All right, I've got Damola in the building this afternoon. My guy, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, City Boy. Good afternoon, Purity. Good afternoon, Nigeria, and good afternoon, Hybrid City. I think this weekend is going to be a fun weekend for us. The tournament,
FIFA Club World Cup.
League are just finished, so everybody is like waiting for the new season to come. So FIFA World Cup is going to at least keep us busy, toes and to see what's going to happen in the first edition. For me, I think PSG is still going to pick this. It's going to take the.
You said it off the mic.
Exactly, and I still believe.
What Damola is saying now that you are rooting for PSG, even before the start of the game.
I'm not rooting for PSG.
Okay.
My club is also playing for the.
Your club is playing.
You're not even confident of your team.
No. Wait.
Can you imagine?
Wait, this is 2025.
Okay. So you are not even confident of your team.
It's not about
the tournament has not started yet.
That's the problem Manchester United fans have.
What do you mean the problem? I'm asking
there
you.
Is trouble. Listen. There is trouble in your club. Instead of you to say it out, you guys won't say it.
I thought you won the Conference League.
with me winning conference, it doesn't mean my wardrobe is clean.
So you mean that you are not going to address your wardrobe before you go to the? Why are you going there? You cannot compete.
We are still addressing.
Can you imagine?
We are still addressing your wardrobe. What will you wear out?
We are still addressing the wardrobe.
So you don't have wardrobe, and you're traveling to the United States of America.
We are still addressing the wardrobe.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean we have the best clothes to wear.
All right.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying, careful your wardrobe.
No krika.
I'm on Jackson or Krika now.
No krika.
But I don't buy the lap
I
now.
won't lie. So for me, I think I would have said Madrid, but Alonso is just new in the team, so it's going to take a while for him. But
gel into the team.
PSG is just a cook done. It's for my team that is already cooked. They know what.
Manchester City is also competing in this tournament.
And the
Bayern Munich is there.
And they got new quality players in that team also. So
and don't even underrate teams that are not European teams.
It's obvious European team is winning this league.
Botafogo of Brazil.
European team is winning this league.
River Plate.
All right, let's jump into the conversation proper. Guys, on Sunday is going to be a big one because Al Ahly will play against Inter Miami. That will be the fourth game of the tournament. Before the likes of Bayern Munich will start their campaign, PSG will play against Atletico Madrid. And of course, Chelsea will play against Los Angeles FC. Guys, so it's going to be a fun fair right then in USA, first of its kind. And just like what Damola is saying PSG is going to win this tournament just because of their performance right there at the Champions League. They are currently informed, no doubt about that. But then this is another competition, different ball game. Clubs are coming from the African scene, from the Asian side, from the North America. And
just say clubs are coming all over the world, from across the world. And this is why it is the FIFA
Sundowns also will be in this
Mamelodi Sundowns and Al Ahly from Egypt are representing Africa, right? And we have Botafogo from Brazil. We also have River Plate from Argentina. And we have Palmeiras. We also have
Boca Junior.
Junior, yeah, from Argentina as well. And we have Lyon. We also have Pachuca. These are the teams that are coming from the Asia part of the world. And you cannot just, and we have Al Hilal from Saudi Pro League, and they are also coming to compete. And if you look at the business that these Al Hilal are trying to, and that's why they are moving crazy in the transfer. They want to bring big players, big names, to compete in this tournament.
Big names in Europe to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, of course. We all know that Europe is the place for food. Exactly. Definitely, we know that it is the most competitive, continent.
Thank you for being sincere.
No, it's not about. It's just about being realistic.
As a man, if I'm being realistic, is far from you guys.
What do you mean? See, when I come on air, now let me just make it clear. When I come on air, I'm not supporting anything, right? We just have to be neutral. We are sports analysts.
Exactly.
We are not
same here. My team also.
I was just joking. But what I'm saying is, we cannot say now that it is sure for one team to actually win this tournament. This is the best of its kind.
And again, this is football.
And this is football. And it is safe to say that none of these teams have experience of playing in this tournament, because this is the maiden edition. FIFA Club World Cup has not been played as a tournament before, like a proper tournament
that involves several clubs, the group stage,
the
quarterfinals.
So it's more or less like a World Cup, and that's why they call it Club World Cup. That you have different clubs all around the world coming together to compete. You have them grouped into different groups. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups. 8 groups, and then they are going to qualify for the knockouts, round of 16, quarterfinal, semi-final, and the final. So it's a proper tournament now, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see, because of course we know the money aspect. The money is
the business aspect of this tournament.
Money aspect of it it's something that will boost morale of this team. I know that Paris Saint-Germain, they are the European champions, no doubt about that. They are the best team in Europe currently, because they are the winner of the Champions League. They didn't just win the Champions League. They won a treble. As a matter of fact, they won 4 trophies this year, so they are very, very good. We know that. But when you have the likes of Real Madrid also, you cannot push them over. I understand the fact that they have a new manager in Xabi Alonso, who is just coming in. Of course, it will take time to move away from the adaptation period. It would definitely would want to, it will take time for him to, get used to this set of players, new system, and all of that. It's a new environment, different ball game for him, and I think this tournament is coming very, very quick for him because he has not really settled in Real Madrid. This perhaps should be like a first step, like a preseason tour for him, but it's a proper tournament, it's a major tournament now. So I would say that in that aspect, if you are arguing that Real Madrid might not really do well, you are not tipping them to be the favorite to win it, where you have a point, but you still know that players factors can also come to play. When you have Kylian Mbappe, you have Vinicius, you have big names, Jude Bellingham. They just completed the signing of Trent Alexander-Arnold. They have this boy coming from Bournemouth, Oisin. These are very, very highly rated players. They have everything to take to compete. You have Couture in every department. Modric is still going to play.
I'm not saying these players.
Manchester City is also there as well.
I'm not saying these players are not qualified.
I understand what you are saying.
But when it comes to tournament and when it comes to signing of players, these players need to at least. They need to have a mutual feelings together.
I understand.
So, but some of them they played last season.
Talking about mutual, this thing that you just mentioned now, Chelsea also should not be pushed over because we saw what Chelsea did last season. Even with the young squad of Chelsea, they were doing that.
You see, in this kind of tournament. Now take a look at the group of Chelsea. Now you have they have Lyon there. I'm trying to see the name of the the team that the Chelsea are going to be playing in this tournament. Yeah, they are going to be playing against LAFC. They will play Flamengo. Yes, they will play Flamengo from Brazil. They will play ES Tunis from Tunisia. And they will play that's Lyon FC. So it's not really a very hard group for Chelsea to qualify. Chelsea are the big boys here. They can qualify from this group, and also Chelsea. In this kind of tournament, you cannot write them off. We know that it is when you even underrate Chelsea that they can decide to come to the party, right? And they also have a very good squad, young players, very determined, very ambitious. They are coachable. They can be they can be coached. They are disciplined, and their coach as well, Enzo Maresca, is not under pressure. The fact that they are not under pressure and the fact that they are not even considered as favorites can also be a source of motivation for them to prove everybody wrong. Manchester City is there as well. Look at the summer signing of Manchester City now. Tijani Reinders is there. They just completed the signing. Ryan Chaki. These are quality addition.
Chaki is a very
we saw what he did in UEFA Nations League. We saw what he did with Olympic Lyon last season.
Lyon, it was very, very brilliant.
He is the player with the most. He got the most assists, the highest assist in French League last season. Tijani Reinders is coming from AC Milan. Good addition. They have this guy, the right back, the left full back from Wolves, and Nouri. So I'm just saying that it's very hard.
Just like you said, But what I'm just trying to say, when it comes to players leaving their former team to a new team, you could see Marmoush left German league last season, and till the end of the season was one of the best players in German league. He came to Manchester United. He's still Manchester City. He's still trying to find his feet. That's to show you. It's not that he's not good, but that's to show you.
Marmoush is scoring for them.
He's coming, but
apart from Marmoush, player can just come in and settle in almost immediately.
Some players are like that.
I won't say Marmoush has settled in Man City.
Just Marmoush, but then we still have other players that can just come in and they'll settle in, get the goal scoring.
We do. I'm not saying we do
lot
not.
Of them,
but I'm not saying we do not. But I'm just saying we should not put it into like 100%.
But I understand your point. You have a very valid point. If you are to go by the team cohesion and the team balance and performance of the team and the current form of the team, everybody will go with Paris Saint-Germain because of course we know that they have a very solid team. They are very, very, very good now. They are in good form. The team cohesion is there. The balance is there. They have a very good tactician in Luis Enrique.
All players
all players are currently in form for both clubs and countries. We saw what their boys did with Portuguese national team. Vitinha, Yao Neves, Mendes, who is considered to be the best left back currently now. So we know. I will pick them as favorites to lift this trophy, right? But don't let us underrate other teams as well. Definitely. And the fact that some players are just joining some club is not football can be unpredictable.
Yeah.
Some players can just decide to hit the ground running immediately, and some managers can also Xabi Alonso also, we can say that he's coming as a manager with Real Madrid, but don't forget he has been a part and parcel of Real Madrid
as
since
a player.
He
also
played for them, even as a manager, even as a coach,
Mm.
because I think he was involved with under 23 or under 20
Yeah.
before he left for Bayern Leverkusen.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, this is an opportunity for him. It's not a new environment entirely.
You
You understand the culture of Real
Mm-hmm.
Madrid. You understand what it takes and what it means to be in charge of Real Madrid, which of course is considered to be the greatest football club in the world. So let's just see. It's going to be fun. It's going to be enjoyable. I know that, and it's going to be very, very competitive because when you have the likes of PSG, Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern Munich, you also have Chelsea. You have this thing, Porto from Portugal, and then you have Inter Milan, you have Juventus,
River Plate.
River Plate, Flamengo, Botafogo.
Okay.
I mean, we are in for a ride. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Okay. All right, guys, we are here on to Sport today on 103.5 FM. We're going on a short commercial break right about now. When we come back from this break, we just straight into the camp of the Flying Super Falcons of Nigeria. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
On the 103.5 FM.
Imagine having the freedom to work, play, and connect without interruptions. That is what fast internet means to us. At Highword Networks, we are passionate about delivering super fast, unlimited internet that is 6 times faster than the competition. Whether you're working from home, running a business, or streaming your favorite shows, we've got you covered. A reliable internet and 24/7 customer support ensure you stay connected always. So what are you waiting for? Join the iWorld Networks family today and discover a seamless internet experience. Call Jeffrey on 081 3058 9466 or visit our website www.iwn.ng to get started. iWorld Networks, connected possibilities.
Ming saw it, in goes De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne! Number one! From the brink of despair, elation! From catastrophe, cacophonic joy! The stuff of stellar champions. That's why.
Get ready for the most exciting hour of your week. It's time for Sunday Night of Football. Every Sunday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're bringing you all the action, drama, and expert analysis from Nigerian Premier Football League, English Premier League, the Spanish La Liga, the French League One, Italia Serie A, and the German Bundesliga. Whether you're cheering for your favorite team or just here for the highlights, we've got you covered. Don't miss the pulse of football with in-depth breakdowns, live score updates, and exclusive interviews. From the line-breaking passes to the game-winning goals and VAR controversies, we're right here with you, bringing you all the highs and the heart-grounding moments of the game. Join us every Sunday at 9 p.m. for Sunday Night Football with your hosts, Ayomikun Adeniyi and Samuel Akintunde. Your Sunday night will never remain the same.
On the 103.5 FM.
Alright, so welcome back from that short commercial break. You are still on to Sport today on Honor 103.5 FM, broadcasting live from Bodija, here in the brown roof city of Ibadan. Let's give you the latest and the biggest coming from the world of sport. Alright, now to the camp of the Super Falcons of Nigeria. New FIFA ranking coming out. Not a big news again because, I mean, we are always leading when it comes to Africa. So, talking the African scene alongside South Africa in the second position. We have Morocco, third position here in Africa. Cameroon, fourth position. The likes of Zambia, fifth position. Ghana, Ivory Coast, Mali, Senegal, and of course, Algeria making the top 10 here in Africa. Of course, Nigeria maintained 36. in the world.
Yeah, you will say new FIFA ranking, same Super Falcons. New FIFA ranking, same position for the Super Falcons. We always maintain the position, and we are the number one in Africa when it comes to women football. I'm not surprised, and maintaining that spot as the number one women national team is very, very good, and we need to translate that into our performance when we play in the next Women's African Cup of Nations WAFCON that is coming up next month in Morocco. I want to see the girls. I want them to do the nation proud. The last time they missed out to win the title, it was won by South Africa. Now they know that it is very, very important for them to go and reclaim their title, because of course they are the most successful women's national team when it comes to African women's football in the world. They still maintain that position, 34th or 36, I think 36 in the world. So I mean, it's not really it's really not a news, but it's still a news because we need to keep our listener informed. That's why it's a news.
And we need to encourage the girls also, because it's not easy to maintain.
To be serious, I was surprised seeing Nigeria being the first, because seriously, South Africa girls for the past 2-3 years now, they've been at their best, and seeing Nigeria also.
DMA.
No, for real.
This FIFA ranking is done, I think 3 months.
Exactly.
So it's not about
there
was a time that they were there.
Also, the last
when
friend,
they won it, when they won WAFCON.
I think
the last friend they played also.
They were only closing the gap on
Nigeria, actually.
Falcons,
When they won the AFCON, I think they were.
There was a time.
So and that's why
I think that was when the former Super Falcon captain was still Babola. Oshoala. Yeah, Oshoala was still the captain then.
Was it Oshoala?
Was still part of the
team. Interesting. Coming from the camp of the Super Falcons of Nigeria, Ogbeni Adeniyi Omokure saying, "Well done. Good afternoon. Up Chelsea." Chelsea fans always everywhere. Welcome, guys. Don't mind DMA Jare. This is coming from Richard. Okay, guys, let's take stories from the world of transfer right upon now, because we have trending stories making the round in the world of sport. Because a good one for Tottenham Hotspur, because they've appointed Thomas Frank as their new head coach on a contract that will run until 2028, guys.
Good one.
It's a good one for them.
That they are trying to of course, to ensure that they get a new manager. But for me, like my take on this, I was never in support of the sacking of Ange Postecoglou. I think there's no justification to the sack of that man. A manager who won you your first trophy in 17 years, your first major title in 17 years, and then you decide to sack him because of a poor season in the Premier League, which of course can be attributed to injuries, because their season was marred by injuries. And that's why they had a very turbulent season alongside Manchester United in the league. But they went on to win the Europa League, which of course guaranteed their UEFA champion, their place in the UEFA Champions League next season. So tell me, is there any reasonable justification? Is there any reasonable reason?
When I saw
it is done and dusted. They have sacked him, and that they appointed a manager from the Premier League, which of course the Premier League.
This should not be news. I was what they did to Osemo.
Exactly. Just like what Mourinho said. He said when he has been coaching clubs, but he was surprised when he went to a club that has no trophy in his cabin.
And they sack
him a day before. You understand? That's to show you the kind of team, the kind of mentality that is in that kind of team. Now, someone now won you a cup that you understand. You now sacked him. So what are you trying to say? Which means he was not supposed to win you that. And for me,
it was sacked from winning the Europa League.
For me, I think it's a good one for the coach, because that's just to show you that. Because if he did not leave Tottenham this season, Tottenham is still going to spoil his
but for me,
reputation.
I think I will really blame Ange, because I was expecting him to
winning
resign
the cup.
after winning the cup.
Immediately after winning the cup.
That was what Napoli coach did.
He was sacked.
Immediately he won the cup. He resigned.
No, I'm talking about Ange.
I'm talking about
The former Napoli coach. Manager.
That's it. That's what you were supposed to. Same thing Zidane.
Because there have been rumors.
Immediately Zidane won the Champions League. He resigned. Then Imadi came to beg him. Okay, come. We want to sign for 1 or 2 more years.
And the fact that there have been rumors even before the final of the Europa League, that whether you win it or not,
you are going.
So I expected him to just throw in the towel and leave. After you won it, don't dent your profile. Now he has spoiled his profile because in his profile now to be written sacked by Tottenham Hotspur in 2025. But I mean, for Tottenham Hotspur, maybe they are alleged to winning the trophy, and maybe their philosophy is we don't win trophy here. So if you win trophy,
we don't do that here, man. Okay,
let's see. Maybe Thomas Frank also we be sacked in the long run.
All right, from Anfield this afternoon, Liverpool are considering a move for Napoli and Nigeria striker Victor Osimhen. Come on. Rumor flying everywhere.
That's why the word of transfer is always very, very interesting. Rumor. United are pushing Chelsea, sometimes Arsenal, and then you have Liverpool. Liverpool that just completed the signing of player and reached a record signing.
But then they need a striker.
They need a striker because Darwin Núñez is leaving. I think he's been linked with Napoli, so he will definitely move away from Liverpool, and they definitely need a replacement. But I don't see them getting Victor Osimhen. Can they meet the wage demand of Victor Osimhen? We all know that they have money, but they have money to buy.
They are the latest Odogu in town.
There are two sides of a coin, especially when you are talking about transfer. The money you spend to buy a player and the money you pay player. Do they have money to pay? Do they overplay player? They don't overpay. Liverpool don't overpay. So can they pay 350 per week to Victor Osimhen?
All right, so this conversation will continue on Sunday, right there at the Sunday Night Football here on 103.5 FM. Until then, guys, thank you so much for being part of my world this afternoon, Samuel. And of course, Damola.
Yeah, we'll be back on Sunday. I expect Henry to score hat-trick every game because they signed for 150 million euros. So nobody's expected of a player of that price. 150 million euros, that's 127 million pounds.
Well, the way Debbie is looking at me, like, guys, pack your bag and leave the studio, guys. I'll be back here on Sunday again for Sunday Night Football. My name is Ayomikun Adeniyi. I enjoy working with Okoyemi this afternoon. I enjoy the rest of your Friday. Stay out of trouble. I'm out of the studio.